Mulkey raised her fists, threw back her head, and cackled like a cartoon villain. Her LSU Tigers were torching Florida State in the NCAA Tournament. With a blur of buckets, LSU turned a close halftime score into a rout. Mulkey lived it up on the sideline, relishing the scoring barrage. And the coach who owns 4 national titles smiled afterward, not just because of LSU's slick shooting in a 101-71 second-round romp, but because of her point guard's maestro-like orchestration of the assault. Shayeann Day-Wilson and last-tier POA distributed the ball masterfully, combining for 13 assists and just 4 turnovers through 2 rounds. Freshman Jada Richard contributed valuable minutes too. Never mind that Day-Wilson and POA totaled only 2 points. Mulkey doesn't need her point guards to score. She's got other players for that. Get the ball in their hands. You cannot win in any sport without a quarterback, Mulkey said on ESPN, clapping with each word to emphasize her point. I thought Shy was outstanding. I thought POA and Shy were outstanding this whole time this weekend. All they gotta do is run the show. Against FSU, Mulkey got what she craves from the pivotal position she herself played as an All-America Spitfire at Louisiana Tech. With more point guard play like this, number 3 LSU could keep humming into the Final Four. Few teams could have kept up with LSU on Monday. Now, on to number 2 North Carolina State on Friday. We don't play to get to a Sweet 16 at LSU women's basketball anymore, Mulkey said. Point guard performance made the biggest difference between LSU's 2023 national championship and last season's Elite Eight exit. Angel Reese dominated headlines 2 years ago when LSU upset Iowa, but point guard Alexis Morris fueled the Stampede with 9 assists in her final college game. Mulkey's attempt to replace Morris last year fell flat. She handed the role to Hailey Van Lith, a volume shooter with more turnovers than assists at Louisville. She struggled to fit LSU's system, making just 6 of 30 field goals in the tournament. Van Lith has since thrived at TCU, leading the Horned Frogs to the Sweet 16. Mulkey adjusted. She landed Day-Wilson, a Miami transfer specializing in ball distribution and limiting mistakes. Day-Wilson's shooting percentage hovers below 30%, but LSU outscored FSU by 41 points while she was on the floor. There's no higher compliment for a point guard than that. Mulkey magnetizes the spotlight. Her bold outfits, big personality, and championship pedigree make her impossible to ignore. LSU remains a 35-1 long shot to win the title. But 2 years ago, they won it all as a 3 seed, just like they are now. We weren't talked about at all when we won it 2 years ago, Mulkey said. So let's go see what we can do. That's the sound of a coach brimming with confidence, buoyed by her point guards running the show.